Hello, everybody.
Hi.
So we're back for another episode after a 2-week hiatus because I wasn't here.
How was it the trip?
It was pretty good. It was very annoying that I wasn't able to get any of the news into videos because the fact that everything happens when I'm gone for some reason. Yeah, there's a lot that happened when I was gone. But the trip was good overall, yeah. I got to watch a lot of movies because I was sitting on, so many flights.
Yeah, that's good.
I literally just got back from a 14-hour flight, so...
Pretty jet-lagged.
Jet-lagged, I guess we'll have to find out. I'm half asleep right now. So, that's why the outlines are going to also be pretty terrible, because I'm sleeping while... I'm pretty much just sleeping and doing them at the same time, so... Yeah. But let's get into our topics for this special recap podcast, mostly because I need to find a way to fit this in and make sense to have two. So it's called a recap special podcast. So let's start with the first thing, which is the oldest news at this point, which is Birds of Prey has pretty much confirmed the villain to be Black Mask, and will actually start shooting this January.
Birds of Prey movie?
Yes, the one with Harley Quinn, the screaming one, Black Canary, and who else is on that team? Huntress, and they're gonna have Cassandra Cain as a little girl, Batgirl. So we won't get Barbara Gordon, so that sucks. And we're getting Harley Quinn on a team of superheroes, but whatever. Can't be picky. I think we talked a bit about this when they announced it. And we all know they're gonna go the Logan route. And I really want to see Black Mask, but I don't want to see him in this, because if he doesn't work in this, then do you know what happens?
What?
We never see him again. And I really want to see him done well in live action. My favorite was Black Mask in the Arkham games. He was the best. They sidelined him in Arkham Knight.
Yeah,
for Joker.
that's unfortunate.
But he's such a good character, especially in the Red Hood DLC. He's really good, and I really want to see him done right in live action because he's just so good.
In Arkham Knight, he was the best.
Yeah, and honestly, depends who they cast for Black Mask, and I guess we'll know coming toward the end of this year. I can't wait to kind of see who they decide to kind of choose to play him.
Yeah.
And I hope it's not a mistake what they choose, whoever they choose. Now, the one thing that people brought up, which I'm inclined to just kind of be like, oh no, please don't make this true, is that people are like, well, Black Mask isn't going to really be the villain. It's just he's going to be hired by the Joker.
Yeah.
And it's just going to turn out that Jared Leto's been pulling the strings the entire time, and he seems slow laughing at the end. But, I mean, I don't want it, so I hope it doesn't happen, because I will walk out of that theater. I mean, sure, it'll happen at the end, so the movie will be over anyways, but I'll still walk out. And I'll walk out angry. I'm done with Leto. He may be a good Joker, but I guess we'll never know.
He's so bad. He's going to be so bad as Joker.
I mean, he might be good. We don't know. We've seen him for 10 seconds in Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
And David Ayer was directing that, so we can't blame Leto for anything that happened in that movie. But, I mean, if he shows up in this, I'm done. I don't care. So, yeah. And we don't have any castings yet for this movie, I don't think. Besides Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, and we're going to start seeing it shoot in January. I believe it's shooting in their London studio. I think it's Pinewood up in London is where they're shooting at.
Yeah, not London, Ontario. It's too small.
No, London, England. Yeah.
England.
Yeah, the important one. Yeah, but honestly, I mean, I want to hear more about this movie. Maybe it'll end up being good.
You never know.
Yep. I realized I spelled villain wrong on the thing. Oh well.
We all make mistakes.
Yep. And I'm not going back to change it now. It's too late to change it now anyways. Huh. This is what happens when you sleep and do stuff. Okay. Let's go to our next topic. I mean, I don't see if anything else to say about Birds of Prey.
I don't know much about Birds of Prey, but hopefully when we get more news on this, I think it'll excite me more to watch it.
I don't know how you can get excited to watch this, but I'm willing to see what they try to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not like it's gonna be any good. Especially considering the Birds of Prey are supposed to be like a superhero team, but they're putting Harley Quinn on it. So
yeah.
But what can you do now? Going from one group of female superheroes to another female superhero, or Batgirl to Batwoman, Ruby Rose has been cast as Batwoman.
Ares from John Wick Chapter 2 is Batwoman. Can you believe that? Goes from the bodyguard of an Italian gangster to Batwoman.
So let's talk about something interesting about this specific topic, besides her qualifications, which, I mean, change Batwoman up. Don't keep her with the red wig or the red hair and all that. Make her this. I'm good. I'm honestly all down for that. But now what's happened is she's actually being bullied off Twitter, and it's quite a funny story. So since she's come out to be gay, being the reason they cast her, because Batwoman is gay, and it'd be the first real lesbian superhero, but because they just change everyone up in the CW because it's bad like that. But so that's why they chose her, obviously. Now, people first of all are saying that she isn't gay enough to play her. I mean, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. So yeah, people have been bullying her about that on Twitter. But people have also been saying that Batwoman's supposed to be Jewish and she's not Jewish, so she shouldn't be playing her. But then you kind of have to think. I mean, she's an actress. She's gonna act.
And a model.
Well, her job is to act, right? It's like...
That's what she did in John Wick 2. She acted.
Exactly.
Except she did sign language, so that's different.
Like, are you gonna find, like, Iron Man? Like, the literal Iron Man? Are you gonna be like, Iron Man is, like... Iron Man's supposed to be Iron Man? Like, he's supposed to have his flying suit, he's supposed to be super smart? Like, why did you cast Robert Downey Jr.? Did you hear people saying that? I don't hear people saying that.
I heard a lot of people saying Tom Cruise should have been Iron Man, and I agree with them. But it's
either way,
down.
Tom Cruise isn't super smart. Like, it's not like he's Iron Man smart. And so, I mean, do you hear people complain about that? Like, you're supposed to act. It's kind of like the job of being an actor is to act, right? So just because you're not casted perfectly to the role, I mean, like, if you're gonna, you might as then you're doing your job in acting. You can act Jewish. It's not like it's a huge part of her character, right? It's kind of like it's something she is, but you can act again, right? So I don't get it. And she left Twitter and deleted her account because people have been sending her death threats and stuff.
Wow, that's dark.
Because fans just don't understand that it's all gonna be okay. They're not gonna ruin a character, and if anything, they're just gonna ruin it because they're the CW. But that's kind of that. I can't wait to kind of see how she does in the crossover, and can't wait to see her get her own show because we all know she will. Even it's gonna happen.
I can't wait to see her again in John Wick 3. Hopefully she'll finally get the revenge on John after he stabs her. After John just stabs her in the hand, and then I thought he left her for dead, but then I checked the cast list and turns out Ruby Rose is going to be reprising as Ares. So no, I don't know what she's going to do. She'll try and get revenge on John for when they fought.
Well, we will be talking a bit more about John Wick. We'll talk about the movies I watched this week. Or
John
these
Wick.
few weeks.
John Wick is the best action movie ever made, period.
we'll talk about it. I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves right now, but of course, unless you have anything else to say about Ruby Rose as Batwoman.
I mean, she was awesome as Ares, and now seeing her as Batwoman, I mean, yeah, maybe I'll watch it.
What? You're gonna watch a superhero show on the CW?
Maybe. I watched The Flash on CW, so...
But you watch that. You're gonna watch this, but you won't watch Cloak and Dagger.
It's because I'm watching too many other shows right now, and probably in the time that it releases, I won't be watching as much as now.
Well, when that releases, then you can also watch Cloak and Dagger, because Cloak and Dagger is gonna be amazing. Well, it was amazing. Episode 10 was probably one of the best episodes of any TV series I've ever seen. Like, it was really, really good. This is my favorite. That Cloak and Dagger is my favorite superhero show, and probably one of my favorite TV shows of all time. So, and it's a big statement, but it's a true statement. So, yeah, it's really good. Anyways, now to another DC thing, because another DC TV thing too. DC Universe, aka the Titan show, has cast Cyborg.
Who is it? It's probably some really bad actor.
No, it's the I have to look up his name now because I'm never gonna remember it for the life of me. It's like the Jovian Wade dude. It's Jovian Wade, I think it is.
Oh, the guy from the first person.
Yeah. I think it's Jovian Wade, right? I'm looking at the article. I hope it's the right article.
Yeah, Jovian Wade.
I'll open the right article at some point. Yeah, but...
Yep, here it is. Okay, so Jovian Wade will be playing Victor Stone in the upcoming streaming service series. So now let's talk a bit about Cyborg. Okay. Also, I'm going to tell you something I found while looking at a comic book. Just the back of it, though. Not the... I didn't... Because it's Titans, it's DC, so why would I even think about buying something DC? But I was looking... I'm going to tell you about this later, but first let's talk about the fact that Cyborg is going to be on the Doom Patrol, probably replacing the Tin Man because he's like... I don't know. So, Cyborg. Now, Cyborg has never been on the Doom Patrol before. He's always been on the Titans. The Teen Titans, every iteration has had Cyborg. Do you agree with that?
What about the Justice League in November?
Shh. I said Teen Titans. Oh, yeah, also that. He's going to be in the Justice League, and he's going to be in this show. So what is he? Is he both? Because you can't be both. And what age is he in here compared to Justice League? Anyways, that's a whole nother conversation, which we'll probably have as well afterwards. But the bigger thing is, so you always agree, like, you have to agree that him and Beast Boy also have that fun, like, kind of relationship in the, like, in Everything Titans, where they're, like, best friends. From, like, you have to agree with that, right? From, like, what you know of Titans?
Yeah, he can't be, like, on Titans and, what's it called?
Doom Patrol?
No, the other one.
Justice League.
Justice League.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they aren't connected, so maybe they're just kind of like, we'll throw Cyborg in everything.
Yeah.
I mean, why not? We'll talk about something Cyborg isn't in later on. But, like, and the fact that the Beast Boy has been on the Doom Patrol before, aka the rip-off X-Men, because that's what the Doom Patrol are. I mean, I don't get it, but whatever, right? But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing him play Victor Stone. He's gonna be in a few episodes of the Titans if we ever get to see that.
What was the name of the guy who played Cyborg in the movie?
Ray Fisher.
Ray Fisher.
Yeah. Or something. I'm pretty sure I'm right, yeah.
I remember how he was in that Justice League, so I'll try and look out for Jovian Wade now and see how he plays Cyborg.
Well, you saw the first Purge, didn't you?
Yeah.
So do you think is he a good actor in general?
He was pretty good in the first Purge.
So let's just hope Now,
let's just hope Billy is good in this.
the biggest joke, which I actually started, which has been going around, which is a meme of a fridge with eyes on it, and people are like, that's what Cyborg's gonna look like, aka that's what I've been saying Cyborg's gonna look like, because it's this huge cartoon fridge, because they're trying to be comic accurate, yet they keep messing up. Although they might be comic accurate, which brings me to my next kind of like point of this mini rant about Cyborg and Titans and DC in general. So I read the Titans book that Johns wrote, because of course Jeff Johns is in charge of all this. So I looked at it and I realized something. Starfire on the back of that book is exactly like how Starfire is in the show. And now these are like the old ones. So unlike the MC, they are very comic accurate, and they're trying to be like, we're gonna make them the old characters, and we're not gonna modernize them at all. So there's that. And so I noticed that, and then I was like, hey, they all look so similar to what they do, like so in this like old like Silver Age comic book is how they look in the show. And Jeff Johns just happened to be a writer on the comic. What are those odds? And so I was like, and then I saw Cyborg, and I was like, this is perfect for the lack of CGI they're gonna do. Like, you could literally do this. You could make this out of cardboard and put it on him, paint it like what he wears in that, and it would work. It would work, because I'll send you a picture afterwards. But like the way they did it in the comic was, you could literally, realistically, tape painted cardboard to him and call it his costume. And like, just don't.
Wow, what a really bad costume that must be.
I mean, it'll be a better costume than the CGI mess that was Justice League Cyborg. So I mean, there's always good sides to lack of CGI. Now, if this doesn't have a good story, and I mean, if we ever get to see this, obviously, as well, considering DC streaming services for US only. Now, anyone in the US, of course, knows they'll be getting Titans, like, rather soon, sometime this month. And the month's almost over. So you'll be getting that sometime soon. I'm sure they'll announce a date at some point, right? Or not, whatever. So yeah, Cyborg has been cast.
Joyven Wade went from a Purger now to Cyborg. What was the transition there? That's the question.
Maybe he got injured on the Purge, and
maybe
he got outfitted with the Cyborg stuff.
Maybe off-screen, Skeletor nearly killed him or something, or some other random white supremacy-looking Purgers just killed him.
That's a bit of like...
There was a scene where there's this massive truck driving, and Joyven's just hiding from them, and they're all like in just KKK suits, and I was like, boy, are you okay? Like, this is not okay. This needs to stop now.
Yeah. Well, it's the first Purge. What do you expect? Do you expect
it's
niceness?
Very good. No, it's just people murdering one another.
Exactly. You've got to... Yeah. They probably just found the only clothes they had.
Yeah.
Or maybe they wanted to... See, but why wouldn't they wear red? Why white? Because Deadpool's logic is you can't see them bleed if they're wearing red. White, on the other hand, is very obvious when they bleed, and you can't get that out. It stains.
This guy's got the right idea. He wore the brown pants.
Oh, Deadpool. Great movie.
Very. One of the most hilarious movies I've ever seen.
Yep. It was a really good movie.
Oh my god. Very.
So do you have anything else really to say about Cyborg? Or Jovian Wade? Or Titans? Or the fact that we're not getting Titans because the DC streaming service is US exclusive right now?
Oh yeah.
It's still really mad. It makes me mad.
Yeah.
No, do you know what isn't going to be US exclusive?
What? Disney streaming service.
No, we have no idea. It's gonna... We'll talk about that on the other show because... Like, the next episode. Because we've actually got a topic kind of about that.
Yeah.
So, we're going to talk about that. later, and what may or may not be on that service. But I will riot if it isn't worldwide at launch. But now going on to something that hopefully won't be US exclusive, which are the Batman and Flash movies. Do you remember those things that were supposed to happen?
Yeah.
So the Batman movie is going to have Ben Affleck producing.
No way!
We don't know whether or not he's starring yet.
Oh my god.
So the rumor is right now that they're just gonna say it's a prequel to Ben Affleck's Batman, cast him younger, and just have him producing.
Wait, I'm getting so mixed up because John Mayer, he says that the Accountant is a prequel of Batman, and now they're making a Batman prequel of Batman.
He's crazy.
Yeah,
the Accountant was good, so.
Yeah. How could it be a prequel to Batman if
if you're shooting people, Batman doesn't kill.
No, he doesn't do
that. Unless it's Batman v Superman or Flashpoint, you know.
And Batman doesn't have Asperger's syndrome, so.
Good point. Unless he does.
Maybe secretly something that we don't know of that hasn't been revealed in a script.
The girl at the end of The Accountant, the one with the machine to talk, that's Oracle, aka Barbara Gordon, confirmed.
Maybe.
We're making connections now.
Wait, oh my god! I just realized that. It actually might be a Batman movie.
I mean, isn't every movie
Ben
Affleck's in a Batman movie?
The Accountant's rated R, but Batman's like PG-13, so I don't know.
Okay, let's talk about that too while we're here. On this topic. Because let's talk about what you want to see in this Batman movie.
Just Ben Affleck, that's all I need.
But, what do you want to see the plot being?
Everything that happened, right after Batman's parents die. Truck.
Do you really want to see that, or do you want to see okay, I've been thinking about this a lot, an obsession amount. But do you know what I want to see in this movie?
What?
I want to see them. I mean, I'm good if they bring Ben Affleck in, but I'd prefer them not to, just so they can separate it from the DCEU. We get a standalone movie, throw in characters you've never seen on screen before, like Man-Bat, like Clayface. Do it so that Deathstroke or someone is hiring all these people, or maybe even do it that Black Mask is hiring these people to get rid of Batman. So then you have Clayface, and then you have and you have all these people trying to kill Batman, right? And you don't really, and you kind of just do it where he has to fight off these people. Maybe you can even throw in Deathstroke if you want to, right? Maybe Harley Quinn too, and have all these people just trying to kill Batman for whatever the reward is Black Mask is gonna give, or maybe do it give us a Red Hood, right?
That'd be nice.
Say Red Hood, go Arkham Knight route, and say Red Hood wants Batman dead. Whoever can do that is good. Gets money or something, right? And I want something like that, because I don't want to see another. If I get another Joker, if I get another Penguin, if I get another Bane, if I get another Two-Face. Penguin, okay, I can deal with. Joker, Bane, Two-Face. If I get any more of them... Oh yeah, and no more Mr. Freeze. I'm sick of it. Him after Schwarzenegger. And just no more Poison Ivy. Oh, and no more Catwoman either.
No. That's the last thing we need.
Yeah, we've had Catwoman 3 times. She's got in her own movie. She was in that Batman Returns, whatever. Oh, she was also in that Adam West Batman series. The TV series and then the movie. She was also in The Dark Knight Rises. Yeah, so no more. And no more League of Assassins. They've overused that plot thread too much.
League of Assassins? What now?
The Ra's al Ghul and stuff.
Huh.
Yeah, they use that. They've literally used that in Arrow. Every other season, they do that in Arrow. They've used that in Gotham, in the Gotham TV series that I watched, the first season of, and then I got bored. They use that a bunch of times, apparently. Batman Begins.
Has that. Oh, yeah, no more stir frying. Yeah, I want new people is what I'm trying to say. You have Batman Begins. And the beginning of Dark Knight.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
He was incredible in Arkham Knight.
Yeah, he was. Really, his scenes were probably one of the highlights of that.
Yeah. Every one of his scenes were highlights of that game.
See,
Every part of that game was amazing.
Why can't we just get that in a movie?
Arkham Knight in a movie would just make... It would be so much better than Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like you could make and I mean Matt Reeves is going to be directing this, so I have faith in him because I know he can do it. Because I believe in him. I also know that you've just given... And now also another thing, if I get Batman's origin story again, it's like I want them to do a Homecoming thing as well, where they don't give us an origin story. I'm tired of Batman's origin story. We all know it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now Flash, that's also going to start production. I'm not even sure at this point who the directors are because they've gone through 17. I'm pretty sure Ezra Miller's still supposed to star on this. Now there was one point it was supposed to be a Flash and Cyborg movie, but now it's just a Flash movie, which is why I said we're going to talk about something that Cyborg isn't in. So I'm not even sure what's going on with this movie. What do you want to see?
In the Flash movie, I just want to see it like the TV show, because the TV show is excellent.
I feel like they can't do the TV show. It won't work in a movie. Also, they screw up every storyline they try. Flashpoint was garbage. I could go on, but I only watched season 1 and then a few Killer Frost episodes because I like Killer Frost.
No, it doesn't. It's cool.
Yeah. Oh, I feel like that was an ice pun, but it was unintentional. So. Oh no. Yeah.
This ain't good.
You're going down the Mr. Freeze route. So cool it. That was good. So, I mean, I want to just, honestly, what I want to see them just basically say, now the one thing, actually, I'm going to agree with you on, do you know who they should take from the movies?
Who?
Or from the TV show, sorry. They should take the guy who played Reverse Flash. Not Harrison Wells. The guy who played Reverse Flash.
What's his name?
I can't remember for the life of me. But, like, that guy, he's the best. Honestly, if you put him in this movie, and you were like, and you said he was Reverse Flash, I'd be all for it. Yeah, I'd be all for that. And I just want to be it Reverse Flash pretty much just needs him to change the past. He needs it. He's not fat. The Reverse Flash isn't fast enough to go back in time. He needs Barry to do it. Barry wants to go save his mother.
Just do a whole bunch of that stuff.
I mean, I just want a simple Flash movie.
Simple, good, at least.
Well, I mean, whoever the directors are now said, or maybe it's the writers, said they were going to use Back to the Future as their reference. So that can't be bad, right? How can that go bad? Considering Back to the Future is like a legendary movie. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're using Back to the Future as your reference, how do you go wrong? Like, is it possible? I mean, I guess it's always possible for DC and Sony. But, yeah, I mean, it would be great if they did Back to the Future well, and they didn't just make it a cheap ripoff. And if they fixed Flash's running so he isn't just, like, standing with lightning and he's actually running, maybe?
Maybe that'd be the help.
Yeah. And, like, maybe even throw in Batman or something. I mean, I just want to see... Now, which one are you more excited for? A Batman movie or a Flash movie?
Batman, because it's Ben Affleck, and Affleck's Batman is one of the best Batman.
But what if he isn't Batman? What if they cast someone else?
I just really love Batman, and almost every Batman movie was great, so I'd like to see that.
Well, have you seen the Batman Year One animated movie or read the comic Year One?
No.
Okay, so go watch that, or read the comic, because that's what Matt Reeves said he wants to try to base his Batman story around. He's like, I'm going to try to base it around Year One, with, like, minor edits, of course. Otherwise we'd get, like, all the Batman movies that we've already gotten again. But if you give me that kind of movie, I'm good.
Just don't show me the Batman's origin story again, because you could
Ask anybody, even people who have never seen a Batman movie before, and they know how Batman was, like, they know Batman's origin story. So yeah, Batman and Superman, even Spider-Man, like those three, you don't need to give an origin story for. Some would argue the Fantastic Four, but we'll talk about that later when we talk about the Fantastic Four.
Mm-hmm.
So unless you have anything else to say, oh yeah, by the way,
I'm more excited for Flash. I'll only be excited for Batman if they confirm Joker will have no part in this. Or sorry, no Joker, no Two-Face. I'm good if Affleck's doing it. I just don't want the Joker. If they just don't do Joker, I'm good. If they say, we'll do Clayface, we'll do something I haven't seen yet, then I'm good. I'm all there. So, but until then, Flash is new, it's going to be refreshing, and if it's Back to the Future, then I'm
all for it, 100%, even more than Batman.
They should do Jeremiah Arkham. Or Hush.
Yeah, Hush. Oh, if they
Or
Hush.
Or like Ventriloquist.
I mean, but if they do what Marvel's basically been doing with Spider-Man, because as we'll talk about later on, Sony is holding all the A-list characters, which means they have to use B and C-list characters, but they make them interesting. Right? You don't need like the Joker in every single movie that has Batman in it. It's at some point it's just enough.
Maybe also Mad Hatter.
Now the one thing Mad Hatter, that would be good. I wonder if they'd get sued though.
Why?
Because of the Alice in Wonderland thing.
Huh.
I don't know if that's like anything, because I'm not sure what the rights are around that. But I mean, if they did that, I'm good too. I mean, maybe try the Riddler again.
Maybe. Jim Carrey didn't really work out.
I mean, yeah, I like him in a lot of things, but yeah, the Riddler ruled it. I was just watching that movie like last month. Like I watched all of them except for the first one.
Yeah, Jim Carrey's Riddler didn't really work out.
Yeah.
They should do like an Arkham Knight Riddler. That would make it so much better.
All the characters in Arkham Knight are good.
Yeah.
If they used if they give us a Batman from Arkham Knight, I'm good.
That'd be awesome.
If you gave, the thing is, Arkham Knight is the perfect movie.
If they make that into a movie, I think that'd be like a really critically acclaimed film. Maybe even be up for an Oscar for something.
I mean, we're going to talk about the Oscars in the next episode as well.
Oh no.
I'm going to rant, I promise you. And we'll talk about it more, but let's just say I was happy until I thought about it, and then I was like, oh, we're all done. I'm going to kill someone now. I shouldn't have said that. Okay, anyways. So, yeah, I'm more excited for Flash right now. They're going to both start production in 2019. Batman will probably be out by 2021. Same with Flash.
That's too far from now. Damn it.
Maybe 2020. It depends when in 2019 they start production, I guess. Until then, though, we've got Aquaman, Shazam, Joker with Joaquin Phoenix, and Wonder Woman 2. So, I mean, what can go wrong, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and Birds of Prey we got also before that. So, let's go to our next one. This is probably going to be one of the better topics of this show, because no more Marvel movies on Netflix after Infinity War.
No, are you kidding?
Do you know what that means?
What?
That means they're all going to be on the Disney streaming service after
Okay.
home release and on iTunes, but you can only stream them if you've got the Disney streaming service. Now what this does though is if they mean Netflix worldwide, not Netflix US, this gives me hope they're going to release it. They're going to release the service worldwide, and it also means that they say 2019 we're going to release it. Then it's going to be when Captain Marvel comes on home video. So it's going to be before Avengers 4, or just be before Avengers 4.
Maybe just after Avengers
4, depends on how it goes. Right? Because it would make perfect sense then. Don't put Captain Marvel there. Say it's going to be the debut movie. It'll come out like... Maybe they can release it during that window between Captain Marvel and Avengers 4. I'm all down for that.
Hopefully they'll have Avengers 4 like when it releases on digital on the streaming service.
I mean, I'm kind of hoping the streaming service ends up being like Avengers 4, you watch it in theaters. 5 days later,
obviously.
5 or 6 days later, you can watch it at home if you have the Disney streaming service. Now, if this will be something I'm even more mad about if it doesn't end up turning worldwide. And I'm going to talk a bit more about the Disney streaming service when we talk Disney Fox, because I want to kind of put everything into that topic, including the fact that Disney's failing in terms of money right now.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about their earnings report and stuff later on. But, yeah. When we talk about that a bit more, you'll hear my opinion on the situation with the service. So, I mean, it's gonna be really interesting just to see how they handle this. Now, also noted that it'll be a kid-friendly service, which means no Netflix shows, no Cloak and Dagger, no Runaways, and no and the reason that we won't get New Warriors on the streaming service is because actually there are some curse
words, so they don't want to put that on there.
From my understanding,
there's also curse words in Marvel Studios movies, so what's the point?
I think it's a bit more.
Infinity War has so many curse words. There's like 7 or 8 of them.
Yeah, that's a good movie though.
And in other Marvel movies, there's just like 3 or 2. I don't know.
Yeah,
Infinity War went with it.
So that's from what my understanding of it so far is. And we'll be talking more about Marvel Studios and Marvel TV later on. But now let's talk about the most fun topic by far, because we get to use Sony as a punching bag. So, Sony decides, you know what? We're going to make everybody cry. Again. Do you know why?
Why?
Because for some reason, it's a good idea to not only announce another 7,000 movies. 7,000 is what they did. But also, like, just make everyone mad at them. So, let's start with the first thing, which is Kraven the Hunter movie. So this week, Kraven the Hunter movie. Now, I talked about it a bit in my video I made before I left, because that's... So, you can do it when Kraven hunts Venom, I don't know. Clearly they're trying to build up a Suicide Squad type team so they can take down Carnage. That's what they're doing. So, Kraven the Hunter. On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad of an idea is this?
10 being bad and 1 being good?
Yeah. No.
I'd say
Yeah.
like
Let's do that.
I'd say a 9.
Okay, yeah. Because, I mean, it's not like Kraven's whole purpose is to hunt the spider.
Yeah.
Because he's like a man spider, so it's kind of like Kraven's whole purpose. I mean, but you know, what's the point of comics, right? You can just kind of like make it up. That's the whole point of them.
Just go with it.
Yeah. Now, let's talk about the next thing that they're going to be doing, which is, so you know that movie that was supposed to be Silver and Black?
Yeah.
So, now they decided, you know what? Rather than making you get over it in one movie, we're gonna split it into 2 movies. We're gonna have a silver movie, and then we're gonna have a black movie.
No, that's even worse.
No, but then, because then what the good thing is, now you have more time to torture yourself and make you want to stick something through your eye more. And more. And more. Now we all know that Black Cat Getting Home movie is pretty much their way of saying, we love that Catwoman standalone movie. Let's do it again.
Nah.
So, and then I'm sure, they're all, and I'm sure with Silver Stable, they're like, okay, well, she's Russian, so what we can do is we can beat them to the Black Widow movie, and we can do Red Sparrow again. Except with someone who doesn't even fit that, doesn't have that origin at all whatsoever. Now, the one thing about Black Cat movie, now, could this movie, okay, so let's start by saying, could Black Cat work without Spider-Man? Yes.
Yeah. They'll find a way.
Well, I mean, will they? Or will they just
Maybe.
do it?
I think they'll. I don't know. You never know what happens at the studio.
Because I think Catwoman could work on her own without Batman.
I mean, they're clearly making Venom look like it works just fine without Spider-Man. So if
Unless-
Venom is capable of it, why can't Black Cat make it? Not that I really want to go see it. I do not want to watch it.
I'm gonna have to see how good it looks. But let me tell you something about Venom. See, Venom technically shouldn't work either,
Yeah.
but it seems to be kind of working just because Tom Hardy's there. I'm kind of like, okay. Then they're like, here, some Venom. I'm like, okay. But I feel like what this is gonna be is like a trailer that's good, but the movie's gonna end up being garbage, and it's gonna be like, you know those scenes you saw in the trailer? Yeah, well, that's all in the first 15 minutes of the movie. Then it's just Tom Hardy just talking to people.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, what if they do have a Spider-Man in this universe? Okay? So, now what if they decide to make, like, Silk, because they're going to make a Silk movie? What if they just made Silk the Spider-Man in the universe and did it like that? What if she shows up at the end of Venom?
I don't know.
Maybe
That's something we don't know of.
maybe the symbiote attaches to her, and then it goes off, and then it goes back onto Venom, and then you see the white Spider-Man symbol, because that's how he gets the symbol, because it attaches to Spider-Man. It's the reason that's why he doesn't have the white symbol in the trailer. So maybe it does something like that, or maybe they go the clone saga way, and they just have a clone, like they use Ben Reilly or something. Or they say, you thought we were actually doing a Spider-Man or Venom movie with the Venom you know? Ha, yeah, we're just kidding. It's actually 2099, and it's actually Spidey 2099 that's there. I want them to do a Spider-Man 2099 movie. It's the one thing they could do well.
Maybe.
Because Spider-Man 2099 is like the greatest Spider-Man.
Make it like a Blade Runner vibe, and then I'd be fine with it.
That's exactly what they have to give it, and it'd be perfect, right?
Like a dystopian Los Angeles that we see in Blade Runner, then I'd be fine with it.
Because what if they said this isn't like the present? This is just a messed up past. Or have you seen WALL-E?
WALL-E. Yeah.
Or do something like that, where it's like a completely wrecked world, right? Now, someone like Morbius, who they announced is going to get his own movie, doesn't need Spider-Man at all to work, right? Because he's just like a vampire. I mean, maybe if they can bargain for Blade from Marvel Studios,
Yeah.
maybe throw Blade in there. But if the rumors are right, MCU won't be giving away Blade anytime soon. And your favorite director might make a movie out of him. If the rumors are right, which we talked about a bit about before. But yeah. So.
Oh, Antoine Fuqua. Nah, he is my favorite director, actually.
He isn't?
Nah, he is one of my favorite directors. I mean, Training Day and The Equalizer and Equalizer 2 were wonderful.
Yeah, well, we'll talk more about him in a minute.
Yeah.
So Black Cat. How dumb out of 10?
Okay, so 1 being like really smart and 10 being really dumb, I'd have to say a 10.
Well, one being passable for a movie. They can't get past that.
Right.
And 10 is like, this is gonna be complete trash.
10.
What about Silver Stable?
Also 10.
Now, the one thing you could do with this movie is you could give it I'm trying to think of the right movie. It'll come to me, the right movie for this. But you could kind of go, right? Because like Hammerhead, like you could go, or not Hammerhead. You could do like the whole Kingpin of Crime thing.
Yeah.
Because her father is like a crime lord, right? So you could go that way too, right? Which would
Yeah.
So it might end up. It could be a good movie on its own. I mean, I don't care enough about these characters, but now you're gonna get a kick out of this. I'm gonna ask you: Have you ever heard of Jackpot?
No.
So did you know she was a Spider-Man villain for literally 1 issue of Amazing Spider-Man, the comic?
No, I never knew that.
Most people didn't. That's kind of like the whole thing. So they're going to be giving us a Jackpot movie. Now, do you want to know who Jackpot is?
Sounds like has some sort of association to money.
Well, it's... From what I understand of Jackpot...
She probably wears a green suit.
On the thing, her picture's next to the Marvel Television logo. From what I know of Jackpot, she's pretty much like, it's kind of like Hush, except Spider-Man's version of Hush, and it's Mary Jane, kind of. So yeah, that's from what I understand. I mean, I don't know much about this Jackpot. I just know she was in like 1 issue of the Spider-Man thing, Amazing Spider-Man, and that's it. So yeah, basically she's a non-important character no one cares about. Kind of like Spawn. Sorry, Spawn ripoff. Because they're Nightshade or something like that. They're giving him a movie too. They announced that a while back. The announcements of these movies are like the announcements of DC movies. You're gonna get 2 Joker movies. They probably forgot to announce the first one. Like,
Yeah, because it's gonna be incredibly terrible.
No, they could be smart secretly and build up to 3 Jokers, but they probably aren't. Sadly. Yeah, and I couldn't even write all the things they've announced because, So let's think of an obscure character who they'll announce next week. Who's an obscure Spider-Man character nobody cares about that they can announce the solo movie for?
Probably like Spider-Gwen.
No, she's not obscure enough, and she's a Spider-Man, so it won't work. Plus, she's a good character, so we don't want to do that. They can't do that.
I'd say probably Willow the Wisp, I'll say.
Who's that?
Willow the Wisp. Let's see who it. I just know he's a villain. Okay, Willow the Wisp.
Oh, I know who they're gonna do. Confirmed. It's not confirmed, but do you know who they're gonna do?
Who?
I'm getting flashbacks to this one episode of that old Spider-Man cartoon with the guy with the magic flute, like the Pied Piper type dude who would make the things come to life. I remember that episode.
Kind of. Spider-Man. Piper. I think his name was Pied Piper. Flute villain. Let's see if I can find this guy. Who's the flute villain? Let's see. I'm never gonna be able to find the guy's name. I just know. I don't know. I just have this like thing.
I just remember this guy.
So specifically from that cartoon because it was like a good cartoon. But yeah, if I remember his name, I'm pretty sure his name was Pied Piper. He was like magical and stuff. I just remember him on that boat. For some reason, he was on a boat. Spider-Man was there too. He fought. Oh, Beetle. They'll do a Beetle movie. Watch them do that.
Beetle.
Beetle, like the guy who looks like a beetle, and he's like Boba Fett, except the beetle. Anyways, yeah, they're gonna do a Beetle movie. Maybe they'll do a J. Jonah Jameson movie. They're probably jealous that DC got to an Alfred TV series. So I'm like, yeah, we'll do one better. We'll do a J. Jonah Jameson movie no one wants.
No one wants that now.
No
We don't even know who
No, it's not gonna play the MCU. Let's be real. There's nothing. Okay.
Who thinks? Okay, so let's talk about Venom's ratings because.
Okay, this is.
Please rant.
Okay.
I've ranted a lot.
Okay, I swear to God, if Venom gets PG-13, I will not go watch this in theaters. I'll probably
Yes, you
wait
will.
for it to watch it.
You'll
No,
watch it in theaters.
I do not want another PG-13 Marvel movie. I've had enough. I know Deadpool 2 is rated R, but we've had enough of rated R.
And Logan was rated R.
PG-13. That's movies that are not Marvel Studios. Give us rated R, please. I swear to
Now,
God, the trailer
gonna
looks so
ask you a
bloody
question.
and violent. So why give it PG-13? Make it rated R, please. The trailers look so bloody and violent. It can't be PG-13. There's no movie like that. Just rated R, please. I don't like PG-13 Marvel movies anymore. I'm getting sick of it. Rated R, okay? That's why I like
Okay.
Deadpool so much. Deadpool is amazing because it's rated R and it's
Logan.
awesome in general. And
Okay,
Logan.
Now I'm gonna ask you a question. Okay? So, let's talk a bit about the movie that you. Let's talk a bit about like an MCU movie. So let's use. How about Iron?
What's a good example? Okay, for Ragnarok. So, you know for Ragnarok, right? Good. So, now, if you made that rated R, like, would you want that?
Rated R?
It was too bright of a movie to be
Because-
rated R.
Do you agree that not every movie should be rated R?
Yeah.
Because sometimes when you have that R rating, then you just end up saying, well, we can do whatever we want. We can be quote unquote edgy, right? And I mean, like, when Thor blasts him with lightning, do they need to explode into blood? Probably
Not. Right? I mean,
Probably not. I hope not. Right? Like, or when Hulk smashes someone, do you really want to see their heads explode?
That'd be kind of cool.
But do you think you need it?
It's not really
Or do
necessary.
you want Hulk to just start cursing suddenly? Drop a whole bunch of F-bombs? Like, or do you want
like,
is it neat, or do you want to see like Doctor Strange like start like swearing at Thor or something? Like,
Probably.
I mean, as good as that would be, like, would it add anything valuable to the movie? Like Logan, you can't PG-13 that because then we get the Wolverine, or we get Wolverine Origins, neither of which were
X-Men
good.
Origin. No.
So good. Logan was great. It was rated R, so you could go like you could have Logan be a grumpy old man who swears and stabs people and is bloody and stuff. Deadpool, he has to be rated R.
Obviously.
There's only one way you can do a PG-13, which I was telling you about when I was like, maybe they do Deadpool PG-13 in the MCU, where he kind of makes fun of the fact that he's PG-13 and he swears, it kind of beeps, right? And he's like,
Like it
"Why
drops in
can't
that
I-"
bomb and it beeps.
Yeah, and he's kind of like, why can't I swear and stuff? And he kind of makes fun of that. Like, you could do it like that, or why is this guy not bleeding type thing.
Yeah.
Like, you could do that, and that would work. But do you realistically, if they make this movie rated R, now this is the reason Sony won't make it rated R, because they're like, okay, we want to try to get this in the MCU, even if we won't be able to. So the only way they'll even think about making it putting in the MCU is if we don't make it rated R. That's going to be the reason
It will not be rated R. Can you see the reasoning, even if it's completely dumb?
No, honestly.
Because they weren't in the MCU. I mean, they could just tell Marvel, can you please put Venom in the MCU? But, they're annoying people, so,
We don't judge, but they're bad people, so yeah. I hope it's... I mean, it could be good without being rated R. Like, it could be a dark PG-13 movie. I mean, doesn't have to be, like...
It's a dark PG-13.
Because, I mean, The Dark Knight, was that rated R?
No, it's PG-13.
And it was still a really good movie, right?
It was awesome.
And was that, like, butterflies and rainbows everywhere? Like,
No.
I mean, if you did something like Man-Bat in a Batman movie, then maybe go toward a bit maybe of a light R rating. But I mean, like, if it doesn't need, like, if they can do this and it doesn't need to be rated R, then don't make it rated R just for the sake of that, right? Because you also lose audience members then, because of the reduced audience range, right?
True.
So you because that's what they're probably thinking about. They're probably like, because like a lot of movies when they just put in an R rating just so they can do whatever they want, it doesn't make the movie better. Sometimes it'll make the movie worse, and we don't want that, right?
No.
So let's see if it's because like what if it's really good but it's not rated R, but it's really dark and it's dark but it's dark humor and it's a good movie, right? Like. Then would you really want it? Like maybe cool if it's rated R.
And then how does Venom bite people?
Like
The cannibalism and all that.
because like do you just not show it? I feel like they would probably do what they did in the trailer and just cut away when it happens, and will you just hear it?
Maybe.
Maybe it'd be better. Maybe it'll end up being like the Wolverine and not like Logan, but you never know, right?
No.
And I mean, Venom's opening at a really low, or like is projecting for a really low overall
Opening?
domestic.
That's not good.
Do you know what it is?
What?
It's 80 mil, I believe.
80 mil.
That's all it gets at all for domestic.
It's not a lot.
No, not especially for the Venom effects. And if this fails, you do know that that Sony will probably end up selling off their films division, which means Marvel gets all Spider-Man back, right? Because they'll cancel. I guarantee you, if Venom does bad, everything else they've announced is canceled. They won't do it. They won't risk it. They're gonna cancel everything if Venom does bad. Venom's gonna. That's the one reason I don't want Venom to do well, because then we don't have to sit through all the other torture. But you know. That's sad. So do you have anything else to say about Sony in general?
Sony, I swear to God, I will hate you even more if you make this PG-13. Although you made Sicario Day of the Soldado, which was fantastic, but I will hate you even more if you make this PG-13.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about something a bit more happy. Like, we got our first look at Dora.
Oh, yeah, so the daughter of a drug lord or drug king in Sicario Day of the Soldado, she's going to be Dora, so that's quite a transition there, going from the criminal underworld to some sort of explorer now.
Well, what if... Okay, now I'm going to go with this for... Like, we haven't seen any of the animal friends that she's going to have, and we all know...
Oh, yeah, like Swiper and all that stuff.
Yes.
And
Now,
the monkey
what
guy.
if... Yeah, Boots. What if
Boots.
it turns out that there aren't actually animals? What if it turns out
Then that'd
actually...
be kind of pointless, because
what if it
Dora...
What if it turns out that this is going to be a hard R-rated movie where Dora's grandmother is actually... She's going to be making her chocolate, and she actually puts stuff in the chocolate, and actually, like... And she's drugging people, and Swiper's like... And you're going to see Swiper, like, this bald guy with a headband and, like, a machine gun, and he's going to be, like... this guy who shoots people.
And a Cuban cigar in his mouth, looking like an expendable.
Yes, exactly. That's kind of what I had in mind when I was like thinking of who Swipe. And Boots is gonna be like one of those like, you know, like those underdog type soldiers, like those like kind of like Captain America was in the first Avenger before the Super Soldier.
Yeah.
That's gonna be like Boots, and he's gonna have 2 red boots on, and he's gonna have a gun, and Dora's gonna have to sneak off to try to stop this huge cartel her grandmother's running.
No, they're gonna tie it to Sicario too.
Yep. Wouldn't that be the greatest though?
I don't know, because I have a really strong feeling that this is gonna make this like kid friendly, not as intense as Sicario or something.
But I want it to be good. That would make it great.
It's not like I'm gonna go watch it. I mean, it's for the audience's sake to make it
See, now the good thing is I can watch it and I can excuse the fact that I'm watching it because I've got a sister who's younger.
Oh, so that's why. Then you tell people why I wanted to watch it because of her.
Yeah. Throw it all on her. She wants to see this.
Throw her under the bus.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'll be like,
Are you doing serious movie? Steve Luke's good.
nah, go see it.
I know you're not gonna say that it looks good. I can already tell you're not gonna say that. It's gonna be so bad.
Well,
why even make it?
I mean, why do you think I watched the Emoji Movie?
Oh my god. Twice.
That time, I didn't watch that movie in my with my own free will. That was forced. You know.
Really?
Yeah.
You watched it in theaters or just?
I didn't watch it in theaters. No, I watched it twice when it came out. My sister rented it, and then something else happened, and I watched it. I think it was just on, and I was bored, and I was like, oh, I've heard of this movie. I've seen it too. Whatever. My brain's already rotted out. So, also we also got our first look at Mulan. Okay, now can I do another movie?
How bad it's gonna be? Go ahead.
Well, so I got a chance to rewatch the original animated Mulan on one of my plane rides. It's the same one I watched A Quiet Place on, which we'll talk about later.
A Quiet Place was awesome.
So I watched the animated Mulan, and I mean, again, it still has to be one of my favorite animated Disney movies but now the reason it's so good is because of the music and one specific animal, which just happens to be a small dragon named Mushu. Now, according to rumors, this movie will have no songs and won't have Mushu. So, for people who don't know, taking away Mushu from this is kind of like if you were to do Aladdin without the genie, or do Cinderella without the fairy godmother, or do like Beauty and the Beast without the teacup. Like, you can't do it, or without any of the cutlery, actually, like the candlestick, teacup, none of them, all of them, like, not there. Like, you can't do that, right?
Right.
Like, I mean, it'll make a lot of money in China because, but
Yeah.
she looks perfect as Mulan, okay? I'm not going to take that away from her. And I know where they could add stuff in. I know how, like, after watching it again and it being fresh in my mind, if I know exactly what they're going to do, how they're going to extend the third act because they have to. And I know what they're going to do to make it like a 2-hour movie. But, I mean, honestly, if you're going to get rid of my Mushu, then it's going to be much harder to get me to see it because Mushu is the greatest. So that was my movie. Also, music. Music's amazing, so keep that in there as well. Also, it's funny. Aladdin and The Lion King both come out before this, and we haven't seen anything from that, yet we see a picture of this. Now, I mean, I can't wait to... I think it's going to be much more easier to get people to see Aladdin and The Lion King. but then Mulan, right? Because
Yeah.
Mulan's different, but you know. So yeah, Mulan looks great. If they don't have Mushu, I'll still watch it, but I'll watch it angrily. I'll have my arms crossed while I watch it.
It's like Benicio del Toro and what's it called, Sicario. You just don't you'll watch it, but he's there, so you're like you have to do something like so you don't see him or
Yeah.
like something like that.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to move past Benicio, but I have to find something in him, like find another one of his movies besides
Sicario, Dave Soldado.
I said besides Sicario and besides Star Wars and besides Guardians because he does nothing in that movie.
Wave of the Gun, Traffic.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
What else?
I'm gonna find one of his other movies and just kind of go with that.
Savages.
Because I think I can move past it. Although there's another movie I watched, which is about where I just saw one character out of an actor and I couldn't see him as who he was until the end. But you know, we'll get to all that later. So do you have anything to say about Dora or Mulan?
I don't really care about these movies. I mean,
That's why I kind of pushed them together and it's kind of like, well,
uh,
it's kind of like say.
I don't really care about those movies, so I don't know.
So let's talk about a rumor: Marvel Studios to acquire Marvel TV in 2019.
What does that mean?
So I'm gonna tell you the whole scoop, okay?
All right.
So what's going on right now? So there's this guy. He's the CEO of Marvel in general. His name's Ike Perlmutter. Now you can already tell he's a bad guy, like a bad person. Like he's the reason we haven't gotten a female superhero in the MCU yet, like in her own movie, because he says female superheroes don't make money, and we found all this out during the Sony email hack, of course, where all his emails to Amy Pascal, and the other guy, what's his name, all got leaked.
Kevin Feige.
No, not Kevin Feige. The other Sony dude. Avia Rad. That guy. Where he's like, movies don't make money. Just look at Catwoman. And that was his example. Then we could point at Wonder Woman now. Anyways, so it took Kevin Feige a long time to just kind of get him away. But then just recently, like a few years ago, Disney was kind of like, okay, yeah, you go over there. Now you have TV and now you have comics. That's it. Give Kevin Feige his full control over Marvel's like movies now. So what the thinking is that they're trying to just give him Marvel Comics and take TV back almost, just to kind of like, just because they don't like what he's doing. And it's also why you've heard about like one of the second in command of Marvel TV stepping down, because he's kind of like in his back pocket.
Yeah.
Like Perlmutter's back pocket. So that's why they kind of got him to step down. And if this happens, do you know what's going to happen?
No.
You're going to see stuff like that you saw in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 1, for anyone who watched that, where you saw, like, you got people crossing over, and not just mentions, you got actual, like, crossovers, even if they were minor characters. And this also means that you wanted to see, like, Daredevil and in a Spider-Man movie, you might actually get to see this now. Now, the crossovers probably work more like the TV people go to the or the movie people go to the TV people, or the TV people go to the movie people just briefly, but they don't explain it and they don't have a significant role. But I mean, it'll be great to finally see those two sides connected, right?
That'd be nice.
So I mean, and then we can maybe get like Cloak and Dagger crossover Spider-Man, because they're supposed to be like together. We might get to see, like, who knows what we'll get to see, but it'll be good. So unless you have anything else to say about Marvel TV and Marvel Studios, kind of like, it's only a rumor too, so we don't know for sure.
Yeah, it's not official.
But I mean, it's most likely. Now, Equalizer director talks floor.
And Training Day.
I put Equalizer, okay?
He directed Training Day as well.
Equalizer's his most known movie.
Training Day, Equalizer and Equalizer 2.
Yeah.
Can't forget the sequel.
I only had a certain amount of space, so I put Equalizer. And I wasn't going to try to spell his name. I wasn't going to look it up because I was bored. Like, I was lazy. So, Anton Fuqua
Yeah.
is in talks, is rumored to be in talks for a secret Marvel project, because that's why it's a rumor that he's in talks, and because it's a secret project. Now, some people are being like, oh, he's going to direct Blade, which is the rumor.
Yeah.
Which is what I was alluding to at the beginning when we were talking about something related to Blade, I think. But oh yeah, we were talking Morbius. That's when, yeah. So that's the rumor. Now there's some other rumors that he might be getting ready. He might direct an X-Men movie.
Hopefully, he'll make it rated R, like what he did with Training Day and Equalizer and
No,
Equalizer 2.
It won't work for the X-Men. 100%.
But he did those R-rated movies so good.
I know, but if now Blade, on the other hand, he could.
Yeah, because I think the first Blade was like the Wesley Snipes Blade was R.
No, that was good, ish.
Yeah.
So now some people are saying it could be a Silver Surfer movie. Some people say it's gonna be the Eternals movie. People are pretty much guessing every movie they can. I mean, I'm willing to bet he's gonna be doing something pretty good because it's him, and I trust him.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll even get Denzel to be in the movie.
Maybe.
Saying.
I mean, he's the only good actor remaining in our world, so why not?
Whoa.
I'm being serious. He's the only one who can perform now.
Whoa. I want to talk Oscars so bad. Okay, we got to finish through this quickly so we can talk Oscars, because I need to start ranting even more about that. So do you have anything else to say about this?
I mean, I saw Training Day and Equalizer 2, and those were all wonderful. And I think he'll make those X-Men movies or whatever really good. As good as Equalizer and Training Day.
Well, I mean, I'm willing to see what they have in store for him. But I mean, without further ado, let's go into it's a very quick topic. Watchmen TV series has been confirmed that HBO likes it and it will actually start finishing, and it has a full season order.
Huh.
So this is the show that
is going to supposed to be a modern take on the Watchmen, which I read you the letter, like, who knows how long ago, he wrote the open letter about what it's supposed to be. When we read the plot leak for Dark Phoenix, so that's kind of when we talked about this last.
And so, I mean, it's go, so I'm excited. I want to watch it, like, now. HBO, so it's all good. Your Darth Vader breathing. The mic.
Alright. My mic is probably too close to...
Yeah.
There we go.
But yeah, I mean, I want a modern take on the Watchmen. I'm not going to comment on the David Ayer movie that we got a while back. I can comment on the original comic, though. It was good. Now, I'm not going to comment on Doomsday Clock either, because Jeff Johns, he's taking his time. I think he's got like one issue out, because he keeps delaying that thing. But whatever. Watchmen is cool.
The movie was pretty good.
I mean,
it was rated R, so it was good.
Well, I mean, it was rated R because Dr. Manhattan was naked literally the entire time.
Yeah.
But I like some of the characters. They're interesting. I want my Rorschach. That's it. If you give me my Rorschach, I'm good.
Yeah.
So now Iron Fist season 2 trailer talk. So not only did we get that trailer, which was really good in my opinion, better than the first one. We also got every single episode name for the season, which comes out the day before my birthday. So I'm gonna binge it on my birthday. and then I'll review it the next day. Maybe you know what I'll do to get clicks? I'll review them one at a time. Anyways. So, what do you think of the trailer?
Looks alright. I'm not really looking forward to watching this. I guess it looks alright.
You'll watch it, though.
I don't know about that.
You'll watch it, though.
I don't know about
You'll
that.
watch it, though.
I don't know about that.
I'm just gonna keep saying it till you do.
When does it come out?
September 7th.
Yeah, I'll probably be focused on Jack Ryan that time.
Then you can watch it on September 8th.
Nah.
It's 10 episodes. It's 10 episodes.
I'm gonna be watching Jack Ryan the entire time.
But it's only 10 episodes.
And I have to finish Mad Men, and I'm rewatching The Office, and now I'm starting Jack
Ew.
Ryan.
I'm sorry. I can never get into that. I can never. I watched the first episode.
It's so
Half
funny.
the first episode, sorry. I couldn't get through that. So, I'm gonna read all the names of the episodes. The Fury of the Iron Fist, The City... Okay, so 1 is The Fury of the Iron Fist. Episode 2, The City's Not for Burning. Episode 3, This Deadly Secret. Episode 4, Target Iron Fist. Episode 5, Heart of the Dragon. Episode 6, The Dragon Dies at Dawn. Episode 7, Morning of the Mindstorm. Episode 8, Citadel on the Edge of Vengeance. Episode 9, A War Without End. And episode 10, A Duel of Iron. So pretty much it's just pretty much a huge spoiler for the entire season. And I could guess exactly where the entire season is gonna go. It's gonna start off with Iron Fist just kind of trying to take over for Daredevil, because that's what he's supposed to do. Then in episode 5 he's gonna see Davos is gonna be fighting the dragon for the Iron Fist. He's gonna get it. The dragon's gonna die at dawn in episode 6. Then the Mindstorm, something there. And then the Citadel on the Edge of Vengeance is gonna be kind of like the mind frame of Davos. A war without end. Davos is gonna bring a huge war upon Hell's Kitchen. And a Duel of Iron is gonna be Davos versus Danny for the mantle of the Iron Fist. And at the end of that episode, he's gonna get his costume if he wins, which he will. So that could be a spoiler. It probably is, because but whatever. So we're gonna also get Misty Knight, so that's good. And we'll be getting Daredevil this winter.
Finally.
Yeah. So now
I don't know what you talk for a bit about. I was interested about Iron Fist.
Season 1 was alright.
It was terrible. It was better than. Wait. Yeah, it's the worst show.
Yeah.
It doesn't. Yeah, I
I mean, what other shows are bad that have come out on Marvel's side?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's all been good. Where's that Inhumans show? Inhumans movie they promised us, though. Sucks.
I don't know.
I mean, yeah. I'm glad they decided not to do a TV show for the Inhumans. Because that would have ruined them. Because that TV show...
Inhumans, it was bad, wasn't it?
No, that never happened. We don't acknowledge its existence on this podcast.
No, we don't. It was incredibly terrible.
But what was incredibly terrible?
Inhumans.
Who are the Inhumans?
The TV show.
What's TV? I'm here.
Oh, I saw that. That's not what you were doing.
Yeah, we don't acknowledge them here. Until we get a movie called Royals and we get them all recast, and it turns out that they're all good. I'm pretty sure they're getting killed off in the comics right now. I mean, I know they're getting killed off in the comics right now. That's how you know Marvel hates them.
Yeah.
They bring back the Fantastic Four. They brought back the Fantastic Four and killed off the Inhumans. Isn't that wonderful? Okay. So, how about you go on and rant about this Jason Bourne thing?
Oh, okay. Okay, so like after so Jason Bourne, the TV series, has been acquired by USA Network. So USA Network picks up Jason Bourne's series called Treadstone. So after 4 amazing Bourne movies and one not so hot Bourne movie called The Bourne Legacy with it didn't have Bourne, it had Jeremy Renner playing this random guy and it was incredibly terrible. Bourne is finally coming to the small screen and it's good because I didn't think we were going to get any more Bourne movies after Jason Bourne and I was really sad about it.
I have a
But
question.
it's good. Yes.
Do we have is Matt Damon gonna be going to do a TV?
That's a thing. We don't know who's playing Bourne yet.
Jeremy Renner.
I swear to God, if he's back there, no, Jeremy Renner didn't play Bourne. He played some guy named Aaron Cross or something. I don't know. Let's
Darren
check.
Cross?
Aaron Cross, the Bourne
Rip-offs now. Come on, don't rip off
Legacy. No, Bourne Legacy was terrible.
that.
Aaron Cross, yeah,
Maybe Jason Bourne is just to get people on board.
and Edward Norton was in the Bourne Legacy.
Oh, he's not a bad guy.
I think he was the bad guy. I don't know. Anyway, Bourne Legacy was
as
really
a person,
bad.
he's not a bad. Like as an actor, he's not a bad actor. That's what I meant.
No, but overall, Bourne Legacy was really bad. I stay away from that movie. Don't waste your time watching it.
I'm only planning on watching the first one at some point.
Yeah, that was very good. So
One of them got nominated for an award. So.
I think so.
Yep.
I don't know. So like,
so would you be okay if they recasted?
Jason Bourne? For the TV.
No, if they recasted for the TV because they can't.
It wouldn't be possible because I think it's in the same universe as the movies.
But what if they did? What if they kind of went James Bondian?
Oh yeah, just did different actors. But no, this is tied to the movies, so that's the thing. I don't think that Aaron Cross can change his name to Jason Bourne and just.
But I mean, like you could also probably find someone who could look like kind of like Matt Damon and just kind of be like, yeah, this is Jason Bourne got like a haircut or something, right?
Yeah.
You could just kind of go that route.
Or Jason Bourne grew out his hair.
Yeah.
Because Bourne rocks short hair.
Yeah, or you could just do something like that.
So USA Network actually canceled the Ryan Phillips thriller Shooter, and they wanted to search for a TV series that was based on film. So Shooter was based on the 2007 Mark Wahlberg and Michael Pena movie. That was very good. So they found the Jason Bourne TV series, and they see that it's tied to the movies. So production is set to begin in 2019. So the first season will follow the sleeper agents of the not so legally CIA Black Ops program that produced Matt Damon's Assassin. So none of them are played by Damon. Hopefully Damon will actually make a cameo as like mentoring those sleeper agents as they embark on missions across the world.
Does that mean Jason Bourne isn't actually in this?
He might be. They might do it like the Continental, where John Wick appears for like a bit in one episode.
That's gonna
they might do that. That's gonna be the greatest TV show ever. It's gonna be better than Mad Men, better than The Office.
It'll be better than all the John Wick movies.
No, that's not true. That's instantly not true.
Later. We'll talk about it when I talk about John Wick.
John Wick's the best action movie ever made. It's nothing is better than that. So production.
I feel like I'll change my mind after I see The Raid.
The Raid was amazing.
I know, but you said that the guy Keanu Reeves is the best action movie ever made.
Yeah, The Raid is what made me a huge fan of action movies, but now watching John Wick is like mind blowing. So, actually, the TV series, it's been going on. It had a big drop in ratings in season 2. It had like 1.2 million viewers, and then season 3 it dramatically dropped to 738,000 viewers. So USA Network is hoping they can attract Bourne fans like myself to the small screen, and I guarantee that they'll be able to do that.
Well, I mean, you'll be there. I might be there for an episode.
Yeah.
2, maybe 3. I'll give it 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Most TV shows, I'll give it somewhere between 3 and 5 episodes. If it's watchable, I'll finish it. If not, I'll stop. I gave Black Lightning 6. And I fell off the train. Punisher, I gave it almost a whole season. But I'd never finished that.
Punisher was so good.
I still haven't finished that. I will, don't worry, at some point.
Punisher is so good.
It's not
TV
my
show.
Punisher. Where's Thomas Jane when you need him?
The Thomas Jane Punisher movie was great.
I like Punisher and Daredevil. I didn't like him in his own show.
The Ben Affleck Daredevil movie wasn't as good as a TV show.
100%. It was worse.
Yeah.
Bullseye was garbage. We're gonna get good
But then
Bullseye.
Ben Affleck
We're getting Bullseye
glowed up.
and Daredevil. Confirmed.
What? Yeah.
Okay.
But then, like, Ben Affleck glowed up to Batman, and that was good.
Ben Affleck's good. I watched the
Ben
Ben
Affleck's
Affleck
good.
movie.
Yeah.
Which we'll talk about. It's called Argo. It's a small movie.
Argo was so good.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. I watched it on the plane.
Argo was incredible.
Ben Affleck's incredible.
Exactly.
Anyways, so Bourne, greatness. I
Great.
assume. So
Every Bourne movie except for Bourne Legacy was great.
we'll talk about our last quick topic, and then you'll stop listening to this, and you'll go into our next one, and we'll go into our next one. Now this is just something quick I wanted to add. That's why it's even smaller than everything else. So Star Wars is going to be having Star Wars: The Resistance kind of taking over as their animated show. People are worried because they don't want it to be like Forces of Destiny, because that was a piece of garbage, and they want it to be a bit more like Rebels, and we kind of know, and it's got that kind of like American anime style to it. So people are worried, and people are worried about the story. We don't know anything really about this, but people are worried. So, especially considering the guy who, Dave Filoni himself, who made Rebels great and Clone Wars great, won't be working on this as much, so sucks. But that's pretty much all I want to say about that. It's kind of like, if you're worried, keep an open mind.
Yep.
So, I mean, that'll bring us to the end of this one. Just, follow us on all those things.
Exactly.
Boys. Look that up. You can actually Google us now.
Yeah.
We've got enough name recognition, so I can just say Google us. You've got to stop changing your Instagram account.
What are you talking about? I haven't changed it in so long.
I'm pretty sure you changed it from what I've kept it as.
Huh.
You should fix that. Anyways, yeah, so Google us, Comic Boys, you can find everything. Except for Facebook, which I don't care about.
Exactly.
Twitter, I'm going to try to start using the Comic Boys Twitter more. Get some of your questions and stuff there. But, yeah. So, yeah, of course. So, see you guys next time.
See y'all.